Los Angeles, California is the... All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
Now, New York starting five. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the two-guard spot. Robinson gets the bucket.
Easy to see why Mitchell Robinson's shooting percentage is so high. He is so smart and judicious with the shots he takes.
Shot by Leonard, no good. For three, Bridges gets the three to fall.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
And that one's good for Brunson.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a three-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
Leonard passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Out to the right wing. Here's Towns. Lays it up and banks it in.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
Leonard passes to Paul. Three-pointer. Buries it from three.
Well, we all know Chris Paul has a consistent three-point shot.
Out to the right wing. Towns against Collins. Towns gets the bucket. Towns has got his second bucket on the night.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
It's interesting. Coming into the league, Leonard's jumper was a question mark. Now, no one is second-guessing it.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And you look at Brunson, listed at 6'2". You wouldn't think he'd be such a handful inside for it.
Handful might be an understatement, B.A. He is a nightmare, free throw line and down. Why? Because he has moves and then counter moves. His footwork is exceptional, and I don't care what kind of defense you play, the guy will be able to get off a shot, and most often it's going to go in.
Now here's Beal, and right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Shot by Leonard, no good. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. 4-point game. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. Brunson's got 6 points.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Beal gets the bucket.
You're talking about one of the sweetest shooting guards in the entire NBA. Bradley Beal from deep, yes sir.
Here's Brunson. Towns taking his time here. Offline with a three. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Leonard can't get it to go.
Well, you gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. For the Clippers, Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Beal, and it's Dunn in for Chris Paul. Yabusele, he's checked in for New York. And the free throw, no good. And Doris, the Clippers coach Ty Lue, considered to be one of the master tacticians on the NBA sidelines.
And B.A., a lot goes into that. It's not just the adjustments in game or the play calling in late game situations.
It's also the fact that this guy understands how to communicate with players, how to hold them to a high degree of accountability, and walk that line between demanding and being supportive. He is one of the game's sharpest minds.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Clarkson. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
Jordan Clarkson just has tremendous feel on the offensive end, and he's so quick with his decision-making.
Back to Dunn. Leonard for 3. Good! Another from 3.
Yeah, he's been hitting threes at a very high level. We haven't seen many better from deep.
That last triple ties him for 4th most made in a season. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Clarkson for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. It's the Knicks. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
Nicholas Batum out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then there's Brook Lopez. And it's Dunn in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Dunn left side. Jones sets a screen. Dunn, the pass to Jones. Shoots over Hart. Misses off the left iron.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Bridges misses. Clippers trail by 4. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants icing. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of the defender's head, try to make a cut. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you, Allie.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
For the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Batum. Bradley Beal comes in for Bogdanovic. And it's Paul in for Dunn. New York also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Yabusele. And it's OG Anunoby in for Kohler. Paul with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. Leonard for 3. Connects again from distance.
And this is amazing. I mean, that moves them into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this does not happen very often. The offensive rebound. The big man, Cat.
Yeah, you love to see Towns mix it up a little bit. Gets his team a bucket on a second chance.
And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 3. Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris. But Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
Mikal showing off a bit of verticality on that finish.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac's checked in for Lopez, and it's Collins in for Jones. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Brunson's checked in. Oh, and it's Collins, that time on the assist by Beal. Collins has gotten his first basket of the night.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And it's powered home by Towns.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
Out to Beal. Here's Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher, and his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Brunson. Brunson with the finish inside.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Anunoby with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Anunoby finds Hart. Zubats against Clarkson. Zubats with the steal. Leonard for three. And it's New York with a rebound. This game against Los Angeles here, their first look at the Clippers.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
And the fact that they split their two meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
32 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Anunoby on the wing. Clarkson outside. Hits a three-pointer. Clarkson's got 5 points.
Well, we know Jordan Clarkson is a guy who likes to play fast. He's going to catch and shoot as soon as it touches his fingers.
Here's Brunson. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And so it's the New York Knicks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking?
And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Where's the...
Thanks, as always, for watching.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And really, the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
So on the floor for the Knicks, Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the three, small forward. Leonard for three. And again for three.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Up the charts he climbs. Now tied for third all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. Towns for three. Bradley Beal puts it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Leonard looking over the floor. Inside. Here's Zubats. The Knicks pull it in. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. And that'll be the fourth game of this 5-game road trip.
Yeah, that's the length and speed. Boy, Mikal Bridges gets to the rim in a hurry.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Let's see some of the numbers here for Josh Hart. Clippers trail by 6. 90 seconds into the second half now. From behind the arc. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Beal with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Leonard for three, connects again from distance.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues to shoot his way up the history books, and now sits solely by himself for third most made threes in a season. Towns gets the bucket. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Brian?
They are relentless. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Brunson against Leonard. Tipped.
Boy, how about the D from Zubac there? The big man from Croatia doing some things defensively.
Dunn, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And a switch here also for New York. Hart's checked in. Clippers trail by 9.
2 minutes remaining.
Right side, Paul. Hart against Beal. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And Doris, you look at Ivica Zubac. His game is elevated to a point where he's near the top of opposing scouting reports.
What's fascinating to me, BA, is there were a couple years where we were saying traditional fives are no longer part of the game. Not true. Zubac is a throwback. Plays to his strengths, playing in the paint, rebounding the basketball, and affecting the game with that 7-foot frame.
Zubac's shot is off.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Bridges passes to Brunson. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
Here's Dunn. That three's off the mark. Here's New York. They're on a 12-4 run. Takes a step back. Here's Brunson. Sneak it inside. It's Brunson.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
Pass to Dunn. Collins with a screen on Bridges. The 11-footer. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the take, Brunson. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Beal, the pass to Collins. Paul against Brunson. Pass to Dunn. Shoots over Bridges. The shot by Dunn, no good. Brunson taking his time here. And it's New York scoring again.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so it's the New York Knicks, a sizable 18-point. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Clarkson. Kawhi is the 3 with Jones playing the 4. Chris Dunn is out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Lopez in at the 5. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Double team on Leonard. To the wing, right side. Lopez finds Leonard. Shoots from 14. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 4 rebounds now.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Fires in the triple.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And here's Lopez from the arc. No luck on that one. Knicks leading by 23. Anunoby with it. Dunn in his pocket. Towns for 3. And the Knicks another 3.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Well, the Clippers shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Out left to the wing. Lopez for three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You simply have to remember that Brook Lopez can stroke the jumper. This guy on catch and shoot is terrific.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Collins, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Hart. Bogdanovich against Clarkson. There's the double with Bogdanovich. Has to Kolek from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Kolek's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Anunoby against Leonard. Puts up a deep three. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. A chance to check out the Los Angeles Clippers' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Friday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And for that game against the Spurs, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Yabusele, he's checked in for Robinson. Hart comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Dadier comes in for Anunoby. Kolek, it's tipped. Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And the Clippers making a change here. Paul's checked in. Awoma, he's checked in for New York. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Paul passes to Dunn. Leonard for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Leonard's got 24.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Pass to Kolek. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Graham.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Ball passes to Leonard. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now. That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Outside Paul. Back to Dunn. Shot is up. And again, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Oh, Paul with the block.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Knicks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And when we look at their record, this game pushes them to 49 wins.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Karl Anthony Towns.
The aspect of his game that stood out to me was his work on the glass. He was absolutely relentless.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Man, good whistle there.
First team foul. At the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Watching Kawhi enter the league as a lockdown defender and now become an all-around champion, boy, what a career he has had.
Stolen by Collins. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Shot by Leonard, no good. Clarkson outside. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And now let's check in. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us.